Peace, my loves. Before I begin today's message, I just want to take a moment to give thanks. I want to thank Creator for another day, for the breath in my body, for the strength that keeps me going, and for the wisdom that comes through even in the hardest moments. Thank you to the ancestors, angels, and all the unseen helpers who walk with me, guide me, and hold me when I feel like falling. I may not always understand the path, but I trust that every challenge is shaping me, not breaking me. And to each of you watching, I honor your presence. I know you've walked through your own fires. And you're still here, still healing, still rising. And that, my loves, is something worth celebrating. So let's take a moment together to take a breath of gratitude in. And breathe out whatever is weighing you down, whatever feels heavy. Okay? Now let's get into today's truth. There comes a time in life when your heart is asked to make a decision your mind has been avoiding. You love someone, you care so deeply that it hurts. You stood by them, held space for them, fought for them, and yet they continue down the path that's harming themselves and you. And as much as you want to help, as much as you want to shake them awake, you're finally realizing you can't force someone to see themselves clearly if they are committed to staying blind. That's the part that breaks your heart, because you've been giving your energy, your time, your voice, your support. You've spoken truth with love. You've extended grace. You've waited for change, but the change never truly comes. And now it's costing you your peace. So today's truth is this. You can love someone and still choose to let them go. Not because you've stopped caring, not because you want to punish them, but because you're finally choosing you. You're choosing rest over resentment. You're choosing clarity over chaos. You're choosing emotional safety over emotional sacrifice. And I want to be clear, this is not about hate. You don't hate them. You still want to see them thrive. You still carry them in your heart, but you're no longer carrying their denial, their projections, or their patterns. You're allowed to say, I wish you well, but I can't keep walking with you through the fires you keep setting. That's not being cold. That's not being cruel. That's being real. Because if loving them means losing yourself, that's not love. That's a slow unraveling. And my darlings, you've unraveled enough. You've stayed silent long enough. You've been strong, or you've been the strong one long enough. It's time to stop pretending that love should hurt this much. It's time to stop sacrificing your spirit just to be there for someone who isn't even present with themselves. Sometimes the most compassionate thing you can do is step back, not with bitterness, but with clarity. Not to abandon them, but to anchor yourself, to say, I trust that life experience and divine timing will show you what my words could not. And if that moment comes, when they truly want to grow, when they stop running, when they take a good, honest look within, you'll still be love. But you won't be waiting in the same place they left you. You'll be deeper, wiser, lighter, more grounded in who you are. Because here's the deeper truth. You were never meant to be their wake-up call. You were meant to be an example of what it looks like to choose truth over tolerance, to choose softness with boundaries and walk away with grace, not guilt. You're not here to rescue people who don't want to save themselves. You're here to honor your evolution. And sometimes that means loving people from a distance they have created. So take a breath with me now. I can love them and still release them. I can hold space in my heart without holding their chaos in my home. I can walk away without shutting down my heart. That's your truth today. And babies, it's powerful. You are allowed to choose your peace. You're allowed to love without losing yourselves. You are allowed to say, this stops with me. In closing, here's an affirmation if it resonates with you. I release what I can't control with love, not fear. I honor my peace even when it means letting go. I trust that choosing myself is not rejection, it's redirection. And here's a journal prompt. Where in my life have I been holding on out of love, even though it's hurting me? What would it look like to release it with compassion and truth? I love you, darlings. We'll chat soon.